Hey Sprouts, during the months of June and July, we will not be having new content here on the Catholic Sprouts podcast. Instead, we will be revisiting some of my favorite weeks of content. And here is one of those weeks. Enjoy! You're listening to
Catholic Sprouts,
the daily podcast for Catholic kids that strives to plant seeds of faith. Hey there, Sprouts. Today is Tuesday, September 25th, 2018. This week on the Catholic Sprouts podcast, we are talking about angels. Yesterday, we talked about what an angel is and how we can join them in praising every time we attend Mass during the Great Amen. Today, before we move any further, we are going to clear up some confusing ideas about angels. Angels are a popular figure in cartoons, in the ways we talk, and maybe the ways we think. But some of the things that we think about angels are simply not true. So we're going to go through and clear up some of those things today. The first thing we're going to talk about is the difference between an angel and a fairy. Now, here is the big difference. Whereas fairies are make-believe and part of imaginary stories, angels are real. Let me say that again. Angels are real. We can have real experiences with angels, and when we die, we will see with our own eyes the reality of angels. Fairies, on the other hand, are simply make-believe, and though they might be a part of a fun story, they are not real. The next thing we are going to talk about is the very wrong idea that when we die, we will go to heaven and become angels. Now, this is simply not true. We will not grow wings and have a halo when we go to heaven. We will not join the ranks of angels. We can go to heaven and enjoy the true presence of God with the angels, but we will never become one. Simply, at the beginning of time, God created the angels, and the angels are immortal. There will never be more or less angels. We will never become one of them. So we should never think that when we go to heaven, we will become an angel, because we won't. The final area where we can get confused is sometimes we think that angels are all sweetness and light, that angels are sort of gentle creatures that just come and shine and smile. Well, we don't know exactly what angels look like. We know from scriptures that angels can be sort of scary sometimes. When the angels came to announce the birth of Christ to the shepherds fell down in fear. When Archangel Gabriel appeared to Mary and told her that she would bear Jesus to the world, his first words are, "Do not be afraid." So we know that oftentimes when an angel comes on the scene, it can be a little bit scary. And this makes sense. In some ways, we think of the angels as the army of God. They fight the demons. They protect us from evil. So it makes sense that an angel should be a little bit of an intimidating force. They are not something wimpy or something that just comes and smiles. No, an angel comes and with force sometimes does the will of God. And so, Sprouts, here is my challenge for you today. I want you to spend some time thinking about what an angel really is, and in your mind, dividing out what is fake and made up about angels and what is true about angels. Because it is important in all things that we are grounded in truth and we know what God has created for us. That's it for Catholic Sprouts today. We'll be back tomorrow, but until then, continue to grow in your faith and truly sprout into the beautiful creation that God intended you to be. Just one more thing, Sprouts. If you would like to continue to learn about your amazing Catholic faith at home or in school, I encourage you to download and use a set of free Catholic coloring pages. There's one for each letter of the alphabet, and you'll find them at DoSmallThingsWithLove /coloring.